Statistically, 91% of people won't even know what this is, but more about that later. It's been a rough few years for the British economy, with stores closing down on every street. But it seems as though everywhere you look, someone is still trying to sell you something. On billboards, lifts, cups, napkins, and even people. Remember the days when if you wanted to sell something, you'd get an old-fashioned 30-second TV advert?
Go to comparethemarket.com. Simple.
But with the invention of this,
Sky. Believe in better.
and this,
Internet has become the new trend of fast communication in the 90s.
it seems as though less of us are paying any attention to any of these.
Embrace the pure life.
But what if you don't notice the giant billboards and ignore the adverts? How are struggling companies supposed to let you know they even exist? Say hello to product placement.
I'm sorry, you're saying you want us to use the show to sell stuff?
Look, I know how this sounds.
No, come on, Jack, we're not doing that. We're not compromising the integrity of the show to sell.
Wow, this is Diet Snapple?
I know, it tastes just like regular Snapple, doesn't it?
You should try pomegranate. It's amazing.
I only date guys who drink Snapple.
Product placement was legalised in the UK last year and is going to revolutionise the way we watch and make television. When money isn't the easiest thing to come by, and a key question everybody wants to ask is, how much is it going to cost? It starts to become a bit of an issue. So with the introduction of product placement in the UK, does this mean I can get money for any product I use? Like this. Welcome to the world of brand integration. As an aspiring filmmaker, one of the things I'm gonna have to think about is how I'm gonna fund the programs I want to make. Like a lot of people my age, I haven't got a huge list of credits, or a huge amount of industry experience, so broadcasters aren't exactly going to be throwing money at me, are they? So is there another way? How can I get my own programs made without having to go through the conventional commissioning channels? I decided to take a trip to London to speak to some TV experts who are pioneers in the world of branded content. But first, I decided to take a quick detour to Welcome Break to get a nice box of donuts for the rest of the journey. 4 long hours later, I arrived at the hotel. Jeez. It's a bit posh, isn't it? Seen all this free stuff? You got body lotion, shampoo, shower gel, conditioner, Colgate toothpaste. It's a good one for the teeth, pearly white. You've got a wardrobe repair kit to repair your wardrobe. Shower cap to protect your shower. Grooming kit. Shaving kit. And a comb. What more could you want from a hotel? And the soap. Hey, can I get room service, please? Yeah, do you do fish fingers? Try some of the garlic bread. I bet it's really garlicky though.
It looks really nice.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like garlic bread. Looks like pita bread.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so Ofcom says product placement is when a company pays a TV channel or a program maker to include its products or brands in a program. So a fashion company might pay for a presenter to wear its clothes. We can use that. But then it talks about brand integration. Are they the same thing? I thought this was going to be an easy thing. I thought we could just go get some clothes, get some food, just say, oh yeah, we're here at Doubletree by Hilton, and it will be that easy. But morning. Right, I'm just packing up my stuff. I sorted out an interview with Jason Hughes, who's a guy at Sky. He's done stuff with Xbox and other stuff. He knows what he's doing. I spoke to him this morning and he said that he'll talk to us. So we're going to go and talk to him today. I found an app for my phone from this company called Zooty. They do like maps of trains and stuff for loads of different places, and there's one for London which helps you get around like the underground and tells you your route and stuff. So we need to get to Victoria. After doing my hair and making myself look a bit more presentable, I headed straight into London to meet up with Jason Hughes, head of branded content at Sky, to see if he could clear up exactly just what product placement is.
There's kind of maybe two different strands to look at this. If you look at it on the ad-funded opportunity, generally speaking, what happens is an ad-funded show wouldn't happen without the brand investing in the programme. So the brand would come with a brief and say, I've got X amount of pounds, I would like to sort of look at whether you'd be interested in commissioning a show in this particular area and how our brand can be involved. And that brand, now with the new rules, can sponsor the show and also place their product within the show, within the Ofcom rules.
Welcome, traveller. You've arrived just in time for a truly epic event. In fact, the last in a series of 6 equally epic events, best known as Vodafone TBA. Hello.
And then the second route of just plain product placement is when a programme has already been commissioned and already been made. So, for example, for us, something like Britain and Ireland's Next Top Model, that's a show that would already be happening and the broadcaster's already going to be showing, where a brand comes along and said, you know, we would be really interested in having our product within this particular show.
So what should I be thinking about for my own programmes?
There has to be that right editorial fit which matches in with when the programme's going to be broadcast, with the right target audience and with the right opportunity. It's all about finding the right match. You know, there are certain brands that will not fit well into certain programmes and it will neither work then for the brand or the viewer.
Will I be able to get product placement for my documentary?
Now, I just have to check the Ofcom core on this, but I think there's a prohibition on documentaries as well as current affairs for product placement.
Hello, and welcome to the news, brought to you by Costa. With the legalisation of product placement last year, panic has been rife amidst fears that it will destroy programme integrity. Ofcom, the government-approved regulatory board for broadcasting in the UK, have put stringent regulations in place to ensure this does not happen. Product placement is allowed in films, including documentary, TV series, entertainment shows and sports programmes. It is prohibited in current affairs, consumer advice, religious and children's shows. And don't worry, you definitely won't see it in the news. All programmes featuring product placement must clearly display the P logo in their opening titles. UK legislation bans the use of alcohol, gambling, foods or drink high in fat, salt, sugar, medicines and baby milk in product placement. So I came up with a list of people that we can speak to, and I'm just going to ask them all if they want to be in our documentary. All of them? Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for calling Starbucks Customer Care.
Hi, my name's Simon. I'm from Flip the Switch Media. I was wondering if I could speak to somebody about product placement.
Welcome to the Coca-Cola Consumer Information Centre. Hello, welcome to Apple. Thank you for calling Kellogg's. Thank you for calling McDonald's Customer Services. Hello, thanks for calling the Banana Phone.
Thank you for calling JD Wetherspoon.
Thank you for calling Brookbanks Soft Drinks.
So after my ego took a bit of a knock with the amount of rejection given on the phone, I realised getting product placement for my own documentary wasn't going to be as easy as I'd thought. So I headed over to UK TV to speak to Sally, who's had a little bit more luck.
Well, product placement is basically a very short excerpt in the content where that brand appears. So if I was drinking a can of Coke now and I was talking to you and we were in camera and I was talking about the Coke, oh, I'm just going to have a Coke, that would be product placement.
Cash flow. I'll put it back.
Oh, no, have it.
No, I don't need it.
No, on the house. It'll cheer me up knowing it'll annoy Dev.
Okay, I'll pay for it next time I'm in.
But an AFP is where a brand gets involved in funding the whole of the content, so...
Wait, so AFP is ad-funded programming? Gotcha.
For example, we've just done a series with Find My Past, an advertiser called Find My Past. The show was called Find My Past on yesterday, and the brand have paid to make that show with us. So they put actual funding into production and develop that content with us. So it's a kind of, AFP is a kind of bigger relationship. Product placement is a smaller relationship within the content.
Here we can see Harold Sidney Bride, born circa 1890.
So I asked Sally for a bit of advice on how I could get product placement.
The advice I would give would be to speak to the brands, speak to the clients direct, but also speak to their media agency, because at the moment product placement is still quite new, so no one really knows who owns it. So the PR companies often think they own it, the media agencies think they own it. But if you go to the brand itself, if you've got an idea that's perfect for that brand, just go directly to the client and say, look, we're creating this show, it's kind of all about your product, we'd love you to appear in it in a product placement kind of style, and they will like, either yes or no, and we'll put you towards which agency we want you to talk to. So I think that would be the best bet. Go to the client direct and just ask them straight out if they want to get involved in your production.
But the best thing about it, they make it any way you want it. Check this one. It's sweet onion chicken teriyaki with jalapenos and banana peppers. Now you put that with this, turkey BLT, bam! It's some serious culinary fusion.
I wondered, if a producer did manage to secure a deal, could they lose their creative control?
Well, they can't lose their creative control because, in fact, the creative control stops at the broadcaster, and that's an Ofcom guideline. So we won't be taking any money. We won't allow the producers to take any money if it starts to subvert the creative, and we won't let that happen as well because we can't have the audiences not watching our programmes, so we cannot have terrible product placement within them. We know what we want to get out of the show. We're not going to let money for product placement stop us from achieving that kind of creative goal for the programme. And in fact, mostly, and we also know that from the research that any clunky, horrible product placement will drive viewers away, and we don't want to do that.
What is that on your feet?
Converse All-Stars, vintage 2004. Don't turn your face up like that. I know you want some. All you gotta do is ask.
That's food for thought, and it's got me thinking about how I can use product placement for my own programmes. There's so many opportunities out there, and they've really inspired me to just do it. It appears that unlike drama, where you can place almost any product in any setting, I've just got to get the right marriage of product and programme in factual entertainment. If I can do that, then I can get the funding I need to make the programmes I really want to make. And in this day and age where we no longer watch TV like we used to, can we really afford not to embrace product placement? So, the next time you see the P, just ask yourself, did it really affect your viewing?